building a Nevis Centres today. Build with us at Hosford's.
Got itchy palms? That's a sign. Money could be coming your way with Scratch and Win from Caribbean Lottery. It's the easiest way to win instantly. No waiting, no fuss. With tickets starting from just $2 up to $20. Win over $35 million in prizes. The higher the price, the bigger the prize. So scratch today for your chance to win up to $200,000. Available at Caribbean Lottery agents island-wide. Must be 21 years and older to play.
Mommy, are you writing to Santa too?
You have Santa. I have CIBC Caribbean.
CIBC has sweetened the season, so you can bring your holiday dreams to life and wrap a new home or land with incredible cashback deals. Plus, your approved loan gives you a chance to win up to US $5,000. Apply now at www.cibccaribbean.com/sweeten the season. Terms and conditions apply.
Good morning, and how are we all doing this morning? To the regional and international diaspora, good morning. To the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, good morning. Just to remind you, we are being simulcast on TVC Channel 40. We're on Facebook as well as YouTube, and we are on your FM dial at 98.9 FM. If you have something pressing to bring to the fore or you wish to join in on our conversation, just remind you of our numbers. Our local number 466-0989, our US number 1-305-921-4619 or 1-718-285-6984. In the UK 0333. That's 33s440065. Good morning to all of our regular listeners. Sometimes too much to mention, but you know who you are. And for those of you who are new, welcome to our Island Tea program for today. It's the 24th day of October 2025. Good morning, Quint. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I am trying to be better than yesterday. I have a headache that wouldn't go away, but nothing beats me.
Well, you don't look so. That's the amazing thing about women, you know. The things you go through, and you look at you look like your usual self.
I look bright, right? But let me tell you, a pain shooting up the back of my head. But you know, as women, we're good at faking looking fine. Yes, but
I wouldn't say it's faking. I think maybe women are so accustomed to having one sort of pain or the other that you just tough it through. I guess that's it.
We tough it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. As we start this morning, it's Friday, so I want to start light. I don't want to do much heavy stuff. We can get into that later. Mm-hmm. But I was watching the birthday celebration of our newest centenarian, Mr. Rupert Griffin. Mm-hmm. And he amazes me. He is the grandfather of my longtime friend, Toya Griffin Matthew. And I was just amazed. The first thing that amazed me, he's sitting there, he's not shaking, he looks the part, he has aged, but he's attentive. When the Governor General comes to make her presentation, he wants to stand, but they say, no, you can sit, and I admire that about him. That shows me that he has respect, and he still his mind is what amazed me, so sharp. Yeah. Then eventually when it was his turn to speak, the way that man spoke, he blew me out of the waters. I was like, he just have it all together. He even made me laugh because he said, once you turn 50, 60, you know, you're going down, you know. But it was so amazing to hear
His
and to see,
articulation.
yes, that he still has all his faculties together. I saw pictures with his granddaughters. So he still stands. Maybe he doesn't do it for long periods, but his voice wasn't trembling, anything of the sort. So I said, this man must have done some good things in his life to live such a long, one whole century, you know?
And taking care of his body too.
Yes, and he's outlived his wife too, because I heard someone mention his wife, although the preacher joked and said, you never told me about the wife, you always tell me about Jesus. And he mentioned too, trusting in the Lord, that it has gotten him so far. They said he used to sing in the choir. So I know Mrs. Henry wished him happy birthday. I did that a day before as well. She wished him happy birthday yesterday. So, Mr. Griffin, whether you're listening or one of your family members are listening, keep doing whatever you're doing. Keep smiling, keep being sharp, and I wish you many more years because you really look like you have some more in you. You might give us 20 more if that's not much to ask of you. And with that said, I wanted to go into some old-time saying, and I wanted to test the mind of Quint and some of our listeners to see if they know what these saying meant when our grandparents or other persons that were ageable spoke to us, or our parents coming up. Because sometimes our parents use what they learned and taught us the same things. So, Quint, I'm going to start with the first one. A stitch in time saves 9.
It is better to do things early than wait till late, and then you have to do more.
What? It's taking care of the problem now, so you'll prevent it from becoming a bigger issue. You got it.
Yeah.
This one is too easy, though. A rolling stone gathers no moss.
Yeah. Well, I've never been a rolling stone.
That one is easy. That one's straightforward. A fool and his money are soon parted.
Well, you see it all the time. People, it's like easy come, easy go. You get the money, and you don't have real value for it, and then it's gone. I've known people who were very, very rich, and now you see them walking along the street with nothing, and people say, "You remember when he had a shop and he had car?" Yeah.
But we don't know what got them there because some people try to help, and then people took advantage of them, and that's another way where they lost their monies. Absence make the heart grow fonder.
Well, when you were gone, I missed you. So.
Oh. Yeah, that one's straightforward too. Actions speak louder than words.
Well, recently, the Prime Minister was giving away land, and we're saying, be consistent, right? We don't want you to just tout one thing one time. We want you to always act consistently.
I like how you're using the examples. Oh boy. All good things must come to an end.
Well, this show, as much as you might enjoy it, it has a time span.
Yep. Look at you. The early bird catches the worm, or the most worms, according to my mom.
Yeah. Well, how do I put this one? If you get up early enough and you apply yourself with true dedication, the benefits that you will reap are more likely to be bountiful.
And you are correct. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
That's another straightforward one. I can't make you do what you don't want to do.
Yep. And I don't understand. As I said, these young folks have so much opportunity and they're not using the opportunities.
Well, not all of them, you know. A lot of them are using the opportunities, but it's a minority that aren't using them.
I would say 5 out of 10. I'm going to go half and half.
No, I think it's more than half.
You think?
Yeah, but what happened is that the half, those that are in the negative, they kind of push it to the extent where, like, they're in the spotlight, and we as older folks, we tend to put them in the highlight and forget that there's a majority that's out there trying their best.
Indeed. Beggars can't be choosers. This one is straightforward too.
Well, you see the predicament we're in right now with this special zone thing when you go around with your hat in your hand.
Oh boy.
you can't choose the outcome.
Whew, Jesus. A bird in a bush is worth two. No, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. I'm giving it away already.
Well, I'm going to put this one in a romantic vein.
Mm-hmm.
There have been some guys, they had a good woman and vice versa, and they, instead of taking care of that good woman, they ran out and they had 2, 3, and then the good woman left them and they have none.
Yeah.
Understand?
And you are correct. It's better to have one or something good and throw it away and think you're getting something better that cannot work at all for you. So I'll stop there with the sayings. So I hope for the younger generation that if you're listening, you garnered something from what we are saying. But I know these sayings are still around. So I know some of them probably can tell us, oh, I hear my mommy said or my auntie or So I was just thinking about the things that we used to do, like the metal cups that we used to cool tea in.
Yeah, I remember. You mean those that if they hit somewhere, they will get what you call a spall?
But in Ghana, we say, stop flinting up the cup. I don't understand.
We used to say spall, you know?
Oh, because the piece of it break off.
Break out, yeah.
And I know my mom used to make flan in them, or as we call it, cogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. But I just...
Well, I got a couple cuffs for
You still have
spalling
them?
the...
You got a couple what?
Cuffs.
Oh,
You know,
oh Jesus.
cuffs.
Yeah, I forget the cups.
for spoiling the cups.
Yeah, boy, that was serious because we had plates like that, bowls like that, cups like that. And couldn't I must say I was today's year old. Well, not today I found it out, but sometime last week, I thought the mop balls were just to put in the barrels, because everything was packed in a barrel. You get a barrel from 400 barrels, recycling, put in the curtains, the sheet and everything. I thought it was just to keep the clothes smelling good. That I find the mop balls of old smell better than these ones that are coming out. These ones smell terrible. I didn't know that it was to keep those little things out of the clothing that eat clothing.
That's the main reason why they were there.
I just found out
keep
that.
those termites and little things. Yeah, that is the main thing why they
So
were
why
there.
is it called mop balls? Do those little things eventually turn into moths, or it's just
those are well, moths and other things like those, but that is what it really means, to keep those away, the moths and
I didn't know.
forth. Yeah.
I did not know. I was like, I thought it's just to keep the clothes from smelling bad or something.
Well, you see, you just born the other day, so.
I ain't gonna get no credit, eh? And I did say the mop balls of old smell better than these ones now. And you remember this thing we used to clean with? It's black. But when you throw it on the concrete with water, it turns white.
Pine.
We said turpentine.
White pine, or I can't remember.
Guyana says turpentine. I don't know what's the lingo here
Pine
in the Caribbean.
I can't remember. I can't.
But it has
Maybe
a high smell.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a disinfectant.
Yeah. It's either pine sol or I don't remember though. Maybe someone who's listening can give us a call.
Yeah, but in Ghana we call it turpentine. Can we find any of that anywhere here? I'm looking for some just in case.
I would think so, but
where? Because I know you can't bring it on the aircraft because of the...
I think if you go into that drugstore on 4th Street, you might find
Farm
it.
Care?
Yeah, because
Okay,
I
I'll
see a
ask the
lot of
question.
those old things in this.
Oh, okay.
I see a lot of those things
Yeah,
that we
boy.
used to use.
And lime McCall used to be a big hit. Listen, what about the Canadian healing oil? I can still smell that. That
They
used to be
still
a
have
big hit.
that in there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Does it smell the same though?
I think so.
Okay.
Because I think some time ago I bought one when my mom was still alive, because you know those older folks, they want those things. So, yeah.
And I also remember, I don't know, soft candle, when your parents used to heat it and put it on your foot, especially if you have what we call them things, like a splinter in there, and it pushes it to the top. You remember?
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, we did. We had a lot of fun walking barefoot, getting things in your foot and hopping home like a trooper.
Yeah. Well, let's take a bit of a commercial break and we'll be right back.
Hi, this is Adia, your reigning junior Calypso monarch for the primary school section. I think by now, we all know that screen time is a hot topic all over the world. But don't worry, I'm here to help by giving you tips on what you can do instead of being on a screen all the time. So, here's a tip for you. Too much screen time can actually make us feel sad, anxious, or grumpy. Research from the University of Michigan found that kids who spend less time on screens and more time playing outside or with friends feel happier. Choose activities that make you smile. This message was brought to you by me, Adia, in collaboration with this radio station.
Mommy, are you writing to Santa too?
You have Santa. I have CIBC Caribbean.
CIBC has sweetened the season, so you can bring your holiday dreams to life and wrap a new home or land with incredible cashback deals. Plus, your approved loan gives you a chance to win up to US $5,000. Apply now at www.cibccaribbean.com/sweeten the season. Terms and conditions apply.
Get ready, St. Kitts and Nevis. The TDC Home and Building Depot tent sale is back. This Saturday, October 25th, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., grab up to 75% off selected items, from building materials to household goods, appliances, and so much more. You'll find deals you just can't resist. But hurry, it's one day only. Don't miss this massive tent sale happening at TDC Home and Building Depot in St. Kitts and Nevis. TDC. Together we succeed.
You can win more with the Mega Ball. Pick 3 and pick 4, you could get it all.
Yes, playing Pick 3 and Pick 4 with the Caribbean Lottery just got more rewarding. For just an extra $1, increase your winnings by $1,000 with Pick 3 and $10,000 with Pick 4 when you play the Mega Ball.
You ready to win a little extra? You ready to win a little extra? You ready to win a little extra? Then get on the ball.
Play Pick 3 and Pick 4 with Mega Ball at Caribbean Lottery agents island-wide. Must be 21 and over to play.
And we're back on Island T. And quick, before I got into what I tell you I wanted to get into, I want to play something. It's just a little humor. I hope the politicians don't get me, but oh well. I forgot I gotta put on my sound. Give me 1 second. Sound.
Does not take bribes. What do you mean? 5 things you will never hear Caribbean politicians say. Listen, the opposition was right. I have no problem with taking a pay cut. Keep your money. My government does not take bribes. What do you mean government workers not get paid? Just make sure I get paid, okay? To the people of this nation, I was wrong. 5 things you...
Yeah. Five things hitting it right on the ball. Yeah, I concur. They're going to get you.
Listen, it's Friday. It's all about the humor, so I like the last one. people of this good country, I was wrong. Listen, and I will take a pay cut. Never. Don't want to take no pay cut around these parts.
Well.
Listen, folks, all in the goodness of Friday, okay? So, Quint, as I was telling you earlier, I saw a news article where the Premier of Montserrat is basically petitioning all other countries in the OECS to have work permit removed.
Yeah.
But I thought that the fact that we have indefinite stay, I thought that entitled us to just come and work where we want to work. I didn't realize that some of the countries still require you to have work permits.
Yeah. Indefinite stay means that, there are still some rules and protocols that can be used against you or whatever. But when you go the vein of what this minister is touting, it's like without borders, without,
because sometimes
any kind of limitations and that kind
I
of
even wonder why we have the CARICOM and stuff, because free movement, I don't, unless you have a skill certificate, to me, it doesn't work. Maybe it works for trade and whatever else, but for me looking in, we just have double C's on our passports just to say that we're in CARICOM.
Yeah.
But I don't really see the benefits, maybe because I'm not aware or I don't know of what they are.
Well, what he's saying is that they want to put things to the point where you can see and feel the benefits. Because
Exactly.
one of the problems is that it did not seem to us to be a reciprocal thing. We, the smaller islands, felt that the bigger islands weren't doing what they should to build up their economies the way they should, and they would just have their citizens come to us and kind of overcrowd us. But when we try to go to their bigger territories, there are all these restrictions. So what he's saying, make it even, make it just like someone can come from A and go to B, someone from B can go to A and get the same treatment. You understand?
Because
no discriminations and that kind
his
of stuff.
stuff is for OECS, because he said he called for complete removal of the work permit across the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, saying the move is vital to achieving true regional integration, and free and free movement of people within the sub-region.
Yeah.
He said, well, the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis is included in an arrangement that was agreed upon by the unitary states of Antigua and Barbuda and Montserrat, where there are no work permit restrictions among them. He suggests that other territories within the OECS be a part of the initiative. One of the things which we have developed over the years is that in the unitary states of Antigua, Barbuda, and Montserrat, there are no work permit restrictions amongst us, and we have included St. Kitts and Nevis in that. We can now broaden that to the rest of the OECS. Speaking at the 7th Ordinary Meeting of the Council of Ministers of Trade at the Viewpoint Hotel in Montserrat on October 16, the Monstration Premier said it was time for member states to remove the barriers that continue to divide the people of the Eastern Caribbean. Meade emphasized that work permits which restrict citizens from seeking employment in neighboring islands should be a thing of the past.
Yeah. You see, what our leaders need to understand is we're seeing the same thing happening in certain places in Africa. Like yesterday I spoke about Namibia and having two other bordering countries like cease with this thing that you need to cross borders and go through all kind of rigmaroles and that kind of stuff. It makes it easier for you to do various kind of businesses. And what I was going to say when I first started was that the colonialist system, even though there are those who don't like to hear it, it is a fact. The colonial system set itself in such a way that even though they said they left, we were still left in a fragmented way, because one of the things that we have is, for instance, one of the big impediments is travel. because of the cost of going from here to there. And I hear some people say who travel frequently, it's cheaper to go to certain European place than to move within the region. So what these leaders are envisioning is to try to eliminate those impediments over time. You know?
Yeah, because I see what you're saying. So I see Namibia, its neighbors are Angola, Zambia, and Botswana. So what it is that these folks that surrounding can't just go into Namibia and work?
Well, since I think it's and something Dwight, her name is. Since she became prime minister, she has gotten at least 2 others around those borders to say, let's forget with this border thing. If you want to come into our domain and we want to go into yours, eliminate those borders.
Okay.
So there aren't any restrictions by way of that. And it makes it good for agricultural produce. It makes it good for instance, if you live in one country and you want to broaden your business and so forth, you go over into the other and you establish yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it makes it much easier.
Yeah, indeed. I just, because when I looked at some of the cons of not having work permits, I see potential drawbacks like downward pressure on wages, because somebody might come and say, oh, let's say, and I'm not picking on anyone, let's say a Grenadian come here and say, oh, a skilled Grenadian with degrees and whatever, say, oh, I can work for $1,500, when the average person that's from here might say, I want $2,000. So then they say we could have...
Those are some of the problems that we might face. But when our people become enlightened and there's a continued communication, you see, that's the problem. If there's a continued communication between and across those borders, that person who comes from there to here knows what is happening there. And they don't come in and with the intent that we're trying to compete. You come when there's availability for jobs, you understand? And if there's availability for job, then like anyone else, you come and you use the set standard, and you don't try to undermine what is. But that happens when it's a reciprocal thing. When it's not a reciprocal thing, where one person in one jurisdiction can come into another, but it can't go the other way, that person from that jurisdiction might feel like desperate and feel like, okay, when I go in there, I got to try my best to make sure I get a job, and so I'm going to drop as low as you understand? But when it's reciprocal, that doesn't usually happen, because the same that happens there is the same that can happen in. It's a sort of a barter, give and take system. I'm wondering why is it I haven't seen the phones light up for the whole day. So
maybe they're just listening, and when they're ready, they'll give us a ring.
Yeah, I hope so.
Were you told though that it wasn't working?
Huh?
Were you told that it wasn't working?
No, usually I would see at least one person or so. Greg, for instance, might call, but I don't see.
Maybe we don't have a topic yet for Greg, and Greg don't have a topic yet for us. But if you cannot get in, please let us know on our Facebook page. Let us know on our YouTube page, and I can pass the message on to Quint, or Quint can see when the message is sent in. Quint, it also says one of the cons that we can have challenges like social tensions, strain on public services, and remittances flowing out of the region. We know sometimes people move because countries pay higher.
Yeah.
And of course, if they're building back home or they have families back home, wherever in the world, they do send back some of the money that they make.
Again, that is when it's not a reciprocal thing. When it's a reciprocal thing, for instance, if the standard of living in A is almost equivalent to the standard of living in B, you don't find that happening easily. You follow what I'm saying? But when the standard of living in one, where the person come from, is so much lower, then they have family there that depends on them, and the money is going to flow one way. But when the standard of living is equal in both jurisdiction, you'll find money moving both ways. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you come to St. Kitts, you're going to send back money to Guyana. If
Mm-hmm.
I go to Guyana, I'm going to send back money to St. Kitts. You understand?
Yeah.
But if the standard of living in Guyana is way below what it is here, then it's going to be a one-way street.
Everything going back
Yeah,
GT.
everything going. So,
Oh boy. Yeah.
so let me play a bit of a clip
The
here.
key to getting to equal pay is going to be more promotion, investing more energy and efforts into promoting women's sports. Because when you flip on the TV, you're not hearing about the women usually. It's about the men's games.
The women got paid out from a pool of $30 million from the Women's World Cup. The men would draw from a pool of $400 million. Why is that? It's because the Men's World Cup generates $6 billion in revenue. The Women's World Cup generates $131 million in revenue. If you want to talk about pay disparity, the Women's World Cup players get paid out 20%. The men get paid out 7%. As a percentage point, they are getting much more. I think equal pay is a ridiculous concept in and of itself. If the women generate more revenue, they should get paid more than the men. Don't strive for getting the same, strive for getting what you're worth. And if you're worth more, then get more.
You get that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it is easy to say we want equal pay, but the example that he used shows that the men's sport brings in 10 times way more. And even though they get a lower percentage of that, the money they get is still more because their sport generates more. The women's sport generates less. They get a higher percentage than what the men get, but it is still less because their sport doesn't generate the kind of capital overall that the men sport do. So what he's saying is, yes, there are sometimes the instance where you can say you want equal pay, but don't let it be just equal pay because somebody over there is getting X and you want Z. Let it be that you're worth this. You know that I'm putting in X. For instance, if the women's sports start to generate on a certain level, you want to be on the level as the men then. So he's saying push for that level where you get more input and then demand more output.
Yeah, and end up getting paid more than the men. But it's funny you played that clip, and I noticed that men's sports, and I don't know if because men were in sports before women, that their sport is more supported than that of the women. And I the other night, I have the opportunity of living right across from the football field in Newtown. When it is the male football season, you can hardly see space dependent because if St. Paul's come to town, over they don't have no space. Yes, and I'm going in the local language, over they don't have no space. They had a women's football match, if it wasn't, I think the night before. I'm like, I asked my husband, I said, what's going on over there? He said, female football. I said, and the stands are empty?
Yeah.
Like, where are the people to support the females?
And that is a good point because that validates what we're saying. We're saying, for instance, if women say, we don't get the kind of money, but remember the same sport that you speak about, football, women go to those things in mass numbers. So why is it that women aren't turning up to their own sport?
To support their own women. But when it's the fellas them on the field, everybody out.
That's a good
in the
question,
numbers.
though.
I was shocked and I can't believe, it's funny enough that you played that we have the same thing here. We're going to go support all the men. We're going to go basketball. We're going to go everything. Even female cricket. They come here and you don't see us in succession in the park like when we're going to back the male teams. So why the disparity and what is the difference?
And you used to see it a lot in politics too. A lot of people used to say over the years as a part of an argument is that the majority of the people who are voting and so forth are women. Women are just, and yet still they're reluctant to support the women, right? But now you're finding gradually it's changing, but that's another good point.
Yeah, because before it was an all-male occupation or career, and as you rightfully said, the females supported them.
Yeah.
But can we get the same support from the male for the females and from the females for the females?
Well, it is left to be seen. I'm hearing a lot of men saying it's about time the women, and I hear a lot of men say they support, for instance, the leader in Barbados.
We got to talk about that.
Right, and so forth. But as the quote that you played this morning, that you stated this morning, action speaks louder than words. So it is one thing for the men to say, oh, blah, blah, but then it's to see if they will support in those mass numbers.
So you know how we like and love me out here for outspokenness and whatever?
Yeah.
You know the Bajans want to out.
Well,
some of them,
I've been
I'm
hearing
shocked.
that all the time.
I was shocked when I was there, and I see protests and I see people with the placards and stuff. I'd be like, oh, and we think this lady doing such a good thing here. I said, boy, come see me and live with me. It's really two different things, because a majority of, a good bit of them, I mean, not say majority, a good bit of them want to out.
Yeah,
I thought she was doing good.
I've been hearing that for some time, and I don't know why. One of the things I hear is that they say she speaks good externally, but they're not seeing the benefits internally. That's one of the things they're saying.
I heard that.
I've seen a few good constructions happening there, but then again, Barbados is a big place, big place.
A lot of constructions happening, I must say. A lot of development I see.
So I don't know.
So I was trying to find, but because I didn't have time, because the focus of the trip wasn't to be in any news or following anything political. I wish I had more time to find out why is it they want her gone, because I think she does a good job. But then I spoke to one other person, and the person's sentiment was they're selling out the place.
Oh, okay.
That's one individual. Like what used to be us, for us, no longer for us, because these people with the bigger money is coming, buying it, and building all these things, and it's like there's nothing left for the people.
That could be a good point, because again, as you say, see me and come live with me, two different things. What we find is that politicians, when they go external, they speak a good game, but backyard, it's a whole different thing. And maybe what we're seeing happening here, we're having the same contentions that, hey, if we don't like the trend that it seems to be going along, because if you follow this trend, we're going to wind up with nothing, and these external individuals are going to wind up with everything. So maybe it's happening over there too, but they don't come and tell us that, you know. Yeah.
Even in Grenada, I realized people are saying they had a protest, and then I heard somebody say, oh, and the Prime Minister of the country again. I said, oh, so everybody does the same thing all around the Caribbean. Because
I was wondering, I'm glad you made that statement, because I was wondering because with this thing that they want to put this base there, I was wondering.
Well, it's a radar. I don't know about the base. It's a radar.
Radar, but that, don't take these people for their words, okay?
All right.
They put on a radar, and you know,
and then they build something.
Surrounding that radar, they're going to want that area. You know, it might start very small, and it starts to expand, because once they get their foot in, they're going to use intimidation, because they're using intimidation tactics right now. You know, you understand? But I must say, I'm proud so far of what I'm hearing from the Caribbean region. It seems, I was listening to the news this morning, and it seems as if though only one person has actually decided that they're going to allow that, and that's the Trinidad and Tobago Prime Minister. Yeah, so, you know.
Grenada has said no, just like Antigua has bluntly said no.
Even your Grenada and even your Guyana and so forth say no.
But weren't the Venezuelans saying that the Americans have some base close in Essequibo to protect the oil reserve, because the oil reserve is mostly U.S. companies that are mining it for Guyana?
But that again might be different, because remember Guyana and Venezuela, they are very big places. So you can have a base there and it's almost like nothing because of the size of the place. But we don't want it going other places where it's not. We can understand if you say you have your oil and you want to protect that interest. We're not foolish. We're rational individuals. So we understand protecting your interest, but we don't want it to go anywhere where it isn't.
Okay.
We don't want any new places, right? So that is
because as I said, Antigua had Camp Blizzard, as it was called. That was a base, but that's since gone. The Antigua and Barbuda military is operating out of there, so I guess that's gonna be like, don't come back.
If one was to go back and look at the history of the Caribbean, you'll be amazed at the things that we went through from various factions, whether it was British or French or Spanish or the Danes, who fought for this. And for instance, Trinidad and Tobago. There was a time when Trinidad was owned by the French, and next thing you know, the British sent down an armada of X amount of ships, and unknown to the French. And by the time the French stayed from their lookout post and they realized the amount of ships that were coming at them, the only thing they could do, they even set fire to their own ships and then surrendered when the British came in, right? And same thing happened in Tobago. And it happened on different islands. For instance, if you go back to the history of St. Kitts and Nevis, and why you think there's a Brimstone Hill, you understand?
Yeah.
And we know of the skirmish between the French and the British and so on and so forth. So when you go back and you see that kind of a history, and that they had bases here, and what we had to endure during those periods when they had, we don't want to go back to that kind of history. You understand? So that's one of the problems. I'm going to go and see if I can open the door.
Okay. I see Camp Blizzard was originally a U.S. naval base established in 1941 during World War II on land lease from the government to protect the Panama Canal. In 1995, after the U.S. naval presence ended, the camp was acquired by the Antigua and Barbuda Defense Force and has since served as their headquarters. The site is located in the village of Osborne and is near the airport and the American University of Antigua. So it says that the site was leased to the U.S. military in 1941 as part of a deal to lease the naval bases in the Caribbean in exchange for destroyers. Its primary purpose was anti-submarine patrols to protect the Panama Canal. The land was leased from the government and helped to boost the local economy by providing employment opportunities outside of the sugar industry. A village was displaced to make way for the expansion of the runway during this time. So it said in 1995, the Antigua and Barbuda Defense Force acquired the former U.S. base and moved its headquarters to Camp Blizzard.
Yeah.
So
let's take a bit of a commercial break because I see some individuals here. Are we expecting some guests?
Not that I know of.
Not that I know of. Okay, I'm going to take a bit of a commercial break.
Other
that
than
we
TDC, no, I don't
We
know.
can see if we can sort this thing out.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Come, build with us at Hostels Building and Nevis Centers. We don't just sell materials, we help you build your dreams. Whether it's a new home, a renovation, or a DIY project, we're here to make it happen. That's why we say, build with us. From foundation to finish, come to our stores where we have the best in building materials, hardware, tools, paints, expert advice, and more. Whatever you need, you can count on us. So if you're ready to get started, build with us. With Hostels Building and Nevis Centers, you're not just building a structure, you're building a future. Let us help you create something amazing. Dream with us, plan with us, grow with us, build with us. Come build with us at Hostels Building and Nevis Centers today. Build with us at Hostels.
Mommy, are you writing to Santa too?
You have Santa. I have CIBC Caribbean.
CIBC has sweetened the season, so you can bring your holiday dreams to life and wrap a new home or land with incredible cashback deals. Plus, your approved loan gives you a chance to win up to US $5,000. Apply now at www.cibccaribbean.com/sweeten the season. Terms and conditions apply.
Don't throw those bottles away. Turn them into money today. Vitamalt bottles equal cash in your pocket. It's super easy. Just take those empty Vitamalt bottles to any Cara Brewery distribution truck or any drinks depot in St. Kitts and Nevis. We're keeping our beautiful Twin Island paradise clean. Vitamalt bottles equal cash back. Keep it clean. Keep it green. Vitamalt bottle returns. Your bottles, your cash, your island.
And we are back on Island Tea, and our guests will be on at 9:15. They're guests that are going to be on along with Dominic from TDC as we continue to speak about the month of October, which is breast cancer, and the huge tent sale. I know most of you are excited to attend tomorrow. I know the tent sales are big. I see a poster flying around with up to 75% off. So I know I don't have to tell you to pull your purses, because we in St. Kitts never have money until a sale come up. Yeah. Everybody's going to get me when they see me today for saying that.
It seems as
but
if
we never have money till a sale come up with you.
It seems as if you're in a mischievous mood today.
No, it's Friday. It's Friday. We're just letting our hair down and we're just having a good time here. Yeah. But listen, if the politicians get me now, Lord Jesus, yeah, I'll take a pay cut, not me. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but Quintu, when you went to open the door, I don't know if you heard what I said, but the base in Antigua that the U.S. wants leased to occupy, as they say, they were using it there to protect the Panama Canal. So there's always an interest in something, because they had subs there.
Yeah.
So they were doing patrols to make sure nothing happens to the Panama Canal. So they're always interested in something, and they always need to stay close to something, because I look at Guantanamo Bay. Cuba is full of embargoes.
Yeah.
How come they still have a Guantanamo Bay?
Because
I don't understand that.
Because that's a good point. It shows that there are certain individuals who will respect certain things, but there are other individuals who don't respect certain things. Let me explain. Everybody says Putin is this bad man and Russia is this, but from the time America decided they were going to stake claim in that area because it was their so-called backyard, right? Then Russia decided that, okay, we're gonna respect that and so forth. And you would think that this will be a reciprocal thing. But when the U.S. now makes certain arrangements, they tend to renege on them. You understand? So it's not as even as it should be. History shows that the superpowers from the West, from the time of Britain coming right down to the American independence to now, that they have reneged on almost every treaty that was supposed to be signed for peace. So this is why today we are in an era where we are more skeptical, you know. We're very skeptical about whatever they propose. Because whenever they propose something, the next thing that jumps into our mind is, what's the agenda?
Yeah, what's the agenda indeed. Excuse me. I was looking at something last night too, where they were talking about the SSZs. And I see one of the particular gentlemen, he was talking about people are saying, or basically touting, modern colonialism. I don't know if you got the opportunity to see that.
Repeat that. I stepped away.
I was looking at something, a program last night, and they were talking about the SSZs. And in the program, they had some clips where I think one of the persons that are included in the Destiny program in Nevis was talking about people basically touting, saying it's modern colonialism and et cetera, et cetera. What do you say about that?
I say that yes, it's modern colonialism, but we are in a position to impede such. But it is all up to our leaders and we the people. If our leaders are aware of what is going on, which they should be, then we can curtail that. If our leaders, for whatever reason, don't want to be aware or want to turn a blind eye because of corruption or bribes or whatever, we the people must be aware to the extent that we can say no. You understand? Because we are the electorate. We are the ones who you should be beholden to in terms of explaining why you're doing what you're doing, which comes back to the other thing. Recently, we're seeing right here in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, it seems as if though we're living under a dictatorship, because we're seeing things happen that we weren't informed of before. You understand? The SSV, we didn't know about it until it was discussed in Parliament. It wasn't discussed in any detail. This thing at Fort Thomas, we didn't know about it until, So what is really happening? You understand? Are we in a democratic society where discussions about what is to unfold should take place, or are we getting back to a dictatorship?
But I want to ask too, before we have the SSZ, right? Were we interested? Because it seems to me, and people, please don't get me, I'm just saying how it looks. I don't live inside, so I don't know. Prior to this, were we trying, I know some people that I spoke to said, yeah, we're trying to get land, but this is over here in St. Kitts, so I'm going to talk on Nevis. Were Nevisians trying to acquire land, buy land, and weren't able to, and then this erupt? That's why we're now hearing.
No. The history of Nevis is different to the history of St. Kitts. Nevisians on a whole, the native Nevisians, the majority of them owned land.
Okay, all right.
Because again, that goes back to the history of when there was a time, which a lot of people are unaware of, when Nevis was the bread basket.
Okay.
A lot of people are not aware of it because we've grown up in that part of history where we know sugar and cotton and certain things were done on St. Kitts. But there was a time when Nevis was the bread basket, right? That is why you have that individual who was born in Nevis. What's his name? Hamilton or something.
Yes, Alexander Hamilton.
Alexander Hamilton and so forth. That is when Nevis was you could say the metropolis, where the governing system happened. But over time, when the British realized that down here had more fertile lands and was bigger and so on and so forth, it moved from Nevis to St. Kitts. And there was such a disruption and disgruntlement between the hierarchy on Nevis because the circumstances had changed, where they no longer were the ruling class. And so they decided they were going to migrate back to their various homes, whether it was Britain, Spain, wherever. And they, because of their bitterness, they felt that the best thing they could do to hurt the now metropolis or the place where everything was happening, the capital where everything was happening, was to give the lands to the former slaves. You could imagine that? You could imagine here you have a planter class going back and they say, we're gonna make sure that you don't get this land. And to make sure you don't get this land, we're gonna turn it over to the slaves. So the land in Nevis was turned over to the former slaves. That's the Nevis people. That is why for generations they have owned their lands. Down here now it's different. The people, if in truth and in fact, there are no real Kittitians, because yes, we're Kittitians because over time a lot of them are born down here. But back in the planter era, it was, you were ferried from Nevis to come down here to work during the sugar or the cotton or the indigo season, and then ferried back to Nevis. Over time, a few Nevisians began to live down here. That is why you find the majority of the villages were in the guts and that kind of stuff, because you couldn't live on the prime land. You follow? So if you follow the history, really all of us who call ourselves Kittitian have Nevisian roots.
Yeah.
As opposed to you who are from,
Yeah.
Yeah. But so you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the history of Nevis and St. Kitts, there are two different history. We have never really owned land, because by the time Nevisian migrated down here, everything was down here. And not only was St. Kitts where everything was happening, St. Kitts was where, that is why we're called the mother colony. You understand? That is where the beginning of colonization started. and then it just expanded across the region. So yeah, our histories are different.
Certainly, yeah. So, Quint, the lines really aren't working. I see Cleo said the overseas line is not working. Another one of our listeners. Good morning, Gwinnett. For the 466 line, it's ringing and no answer.
But I haven't seen it light up once, so that is why I know something is wrong. I'm gonna tell perhaps. Well, let me. Well, we're not right now, but when we take the next commercial break, I'm gonna alert Flames to find out what's happening, and also tell Lorraine, who stepped in just not too long ago. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah, I surmised as much. You know,
that it wasn't working.
That it wasn't working.
Okay.
I'm going to play a bit of a clip so you know, take up a little bit of time as we move towards when we have that in. Okay?
No problem.
So here we go.
Women who have a one-nighter with a bartender or a guy on a motorcycle or a musician. Women like you spread your legs for guys like that.
Why don't you ever talk about the men that don't pay child support?
Why don't you ever talk about the responsibility of women who choose irresponsible males to procreate with and then complain later when they're irresponsible? And then you complain later on the guy's a deadbeat. He was a deadbeat to begin with.
My husband and I had a child together.
Right.
After I was tired of him beating me for 2 years, I left him.
Really? But why did you tolerate it for 2 years?
My answer to that is because I was young and stupid.
And now what are you going to complain that he doesn't pay child support? A guy who beat you for 2 years? You know what, dear? You were young and stupid. Now you're old and stupid. You chose a manifestly irresponsible, violent individual to procreate with. Then you're amazed that the guy doesn't send you child support. I mean, you're still stupid. You expect a guy who beat you for 2 years now to suddenly become responsible.
I cannot even believe
you're insane.
No, that is hard, right? It is. That is hard. But is it untrue?
Okay, did she know he was going to beat her? It didn't seem so, right? So
No,
let's go.
but why stay for 2 years?
As she said, she was, yeah. That I don't understand because I was going to leave. Because if he hit me twice, that's it. Because a third, a fourth, a fifth will ensue, right?
Yeah, it should.
So I was going to leave.
It should be if he hit you once.
No, but
because let me tell you, people don't. If a man hits you once, it is likely he's going to
do it again. Yeah. So she should have left. As she said, she was young and stupid. But I understand where the man is coming from. If he beats you, why would he pay child support now? I remember she was married to this person. Maybe he didn't start it out like that. But I don't expect him to pay child support too because he doesn't seem like a responsible person. Which responsible man lays his hand on a woman?
So the question then becomes, why is it, and we see it happening presently, why is it that a lot of women gravitate towards these guys, get children for them, and then expect something different from them?
And that's what I say too, because Quint, I see he treats me bad, right? Well, let me say I'm the woman looking in, and he treats me bad. So I'm going to be an ex-woman, but the same person. He treats me bad. And I think I can pick up that same person, change him, and he's going to treat me better. Who am I, Jesus?
Well,
I never understand it because I see people get beat up, people get cheated on, and they say, oh, no, he ain't going to do that to me, this and that, because he's treating you the way he wants you to believe that he is, just to get you in his corner. And then when you get what I got, then you say, oh, this and that, but you thought you could have changed him.
Is it so much a matter of trying to change him, or is it that you gravitate towards the bad man culture, some of
No, you're thinking that because you're in the position that you're in now, because he's making you feel like you're the prize, he no longer wants his former person, you think that, okay, maybe you can make a difference. Although people are telling you, because sometimes your friends say, yeah, see when you do that, girl, you really want to be with him? Yeah. Why you think you can change him? But you think you could fix him for the better because you are trying to be your savior, and then you end up in the same predicament. And then somebody else picks him up after that, and he does the same thing. Like I know women that have restraining orders. They talk bad about their people. They do all these things, and yet they're still with these fellas. And as I said, these fellas must think they're Jesus to be laying hands on people. Jesus laid hands on people to heal them. They're laying hands on people to cause hurt and fear.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why is it we do that. And then.
But I am saying that yes, I hear what you're saying, and I agree with you. There are those who feel that way, but I am also saying there are those who gravitate towards the gang and the
I
Batman
don't
culture.
understand.
And I'll tell you why. I've seen it and I've heard it. I've seen. Have you never seen where or heard where a woman comes and she boasts about how bad her man is, and if you do so and so, he's gonna come and he's gonna F you up, or he's gonna do this, and have you never heard that?
I've heard that.
Okay, so you understand what I'm saying. I remember I was once on a bus, and there was this young girl, and someone said something simple to her, either that she should move just cross so
over,
someone else can have a seat, because she's in the middle of a cheese seat and she doesn't want to move, and somebody turns to her and say, "Miss, just so," and she starts on a rant. "Well, you crazy? My man is a and he's a effing so and so and so, and he'll F you up, and I'm wondering where did this come from? But because and here's the sad part, the very same man she's boasting about is most likely to wind up a statistic. You understand what I'm saying? He gets shot and killed, and you're left with a child, 2 children, 3 children, and he's gone. So I don't know why is it. I'm a man. I'm not a perfect man, but I've never been so much to that extent. But these are questions we ask ourselves. Why?
I don't understand the gravitation. We're all human beings. We're all indifferent, but I won't gravitate to something like that, because just like how I feel he can come and beat up everybody, when he get angry and I don't want anything there, he could beat up on me too.
Yeah,
so I don't want that for my life, so I won't put myself in that.
You are the rational thinker,
Yeah,
but they say passion and romance is not rational, it's emotion. So let's take a bit of a commercial break and we'll be right back.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Rams the good food people, always there to serve you. Rams the good food people, locations right near you. Rams the good food people, in-store specials for you. Rams the good food people. When you need better service, Rams is always here. Better value, better prices, Rams is always here. Rewarding your loyalty, Rams is always here. We are community, we are family. We are family. Rams for you and me. We are community. Rams for you and me.
Here are your Horsford's Value Mart IGA specials, running October 16th through the 29th. Now, our Value Club Blue Tag specials. Blue Ribbon Ice Cream, just $32.99. Morning Star Meatless Entrees, $20.99. Planet Oat Milk, $11.99. Chobani Greek Yogurt, just $5.69. Banquet Chicken Tenders and Nuggets, $24.99. Essential Everyday Dry Roasted Peanuts, $12.99. And now, our very low weekly value deals. Essential Everyday Pastas are just $4.99. Imperial Margarine, $8.99. All Orchard Apple Juice Cocktails and 100% apple juices, $9.99. VO5 Shampoo and Conditioner, $5.99. Gain Dish Detergent, $8.49. Arm & Hammer Deodorant, just $8.99. Shop Smart, Shop Value Mart. Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en Value Mart.
Get ready, St. Kitts and Nevis. The TDC Home and Building Depot tent sale is back. This Saturday, October 25th, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., grab up to 75% off selected items, from building materials to household goods, appliances, and so much more. You'll find deals you just can't resist. But hurry, it's one day only. Don't miss this massive tent sale happening at TDC Home and Building Depot in St. Kitts and Nevis. TDC, Together we succeed.
You could win more with the Mega Ball. Pick 3 and pick 4, you could get it all.
Yes, playing Pick 3 and Pick 4 with the Caribbean Lottery just got more rewarding. For just an extra $1, increase your winnings by $1,000 with Pick 3 and $10,000 with Pick 4 when you play the Mega Ball.
You ready to win a little extra? You ready to win a little extra? You ready to win a little extra? Let's get on the ball.
Play Pick 3 and Pick 4 with Mega Ball at Caribbean Lottery agents island-wide. Must be 21 and over to play.
And we're back on Island Tea, and with us in-house we have Dominic and two lovely ladies. I'm going to start with the ladies first. You know, ladies are always early to everything. So, ladies, welcome to today's edition of Island Tea, and I'll ask you to introduce yourselves.
Thank you.
You're
for
welcome.
having us. Good morning. So my name is Alexandria. I'm from St. Vincent, and I'm representing the Locust Hope this morning.
Okay.
Hi, good morning. My name is Laura, and I'm from the Netherlands, and I'm also presenting the Locust Hope.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and I'm Dominic from TDC. I'm not representing the Locust Hope, but I'm here with my friends from the Locust Hope.
All right. So, ladies, I'll let you begin so you can tell us a bit of the Locust Hope and the main reason why you're here in studio with us this morning.
Yeah. So the Locust Hope, we're just here to announce that the ship is actually going to be back in St. Kitts next week after 8 long years of being away. And so what we're here to do is just to invite the general public to come out. We're going to be open for just 6 days. It's not actually a long time. But from the 30th of October until the 4th of November, we're going to be open. From Thursday to Saturdays, we're open from 10 a.m. until 9 p.m. And then on Sunday and Monday, we're open until 1 p.m. until 9 p.m. And entry is just 5 EC for kids 12 and under. Entry is free, and for adults 65 and over, entry is also free. So I'll let Laura kind of explain a bit about what Locust Hope is for those who may not know.
Yes, the Locust Hope is the biggest floating, largest book ship on the world. We have over 3,000 books in our book ship, and we're all volunteers on the ship. We have over 65 nationalities. And we really welcome you on the ship. So you can come on the ship and you can buy books. But we have also an international cafe. So you can come and drink coffee, eat something, but also connect with us. Because we are from different places of the world. We really love to connect with you guys. And the ship is actually about we travel over the whole world, sailing, And we just want to share about hope, help, and knowledge. We really believe that everybody needs help and also hope, but also we love to share about our knowledge because we're from so many different parts of the world. And what Alex also shared about the events, we have different events on board. And if you follow our Instagram or Facebook, you can see all the details. The name of the Instagram is Logos Hope Basseterre, and also the Facebook. Dus if you want to see all the details, follow us and you'll see a lot of details of that.
Okay, Laura, that's the name, Laura?
Yeah.
Which country are you from?
I'm from the Netherlands.
Oh, you're from the Netherlands. So we have St. Vincent in the Netherlands in the house. So before we go over to that gentleman over there, do we have anything else to add?
So as Laura mentioned, we have different events that we're going to be having on board. So we're a book fair, but we have different activities that we do. So we share help, we go into the communities and make an impact where we can, partner with different organizations and different churches as well. But we also have events that we have on board that we invite people to. So we really encourage people to come out. It's a nice family-friendly activity to do during this time, especially this season of the year.
So when will that activity be that you're speaking of?
So we have different events, and we already posted the public event calendar on our social media.
Okay, Instagram and Facebook.
Instagram and Facebook. We even have a WhatsApp channel for people who are not so social media inclined that the updates just come to them. So we have more Christian events as well as general events. We have a cultural fair that we're going to be having on the Saturday, which is the 2nd of November. That's where we just showcase the different cultures. You're able to come, engage with people from all over, and it's a free event. So once you come to the book fair, then you can just go and explore the fair. On the Sunday, we have a family play that we're going to be having called Kopana. That one is 5 EC, not including the entry fee, which is the 5 EC. So that some of the events that we're going to be having, we have events for people within the church, for people who are leaders within the church, people who are in the marketplace doing different things, as well as a prayer and worship concert that we're going to be having on the Friday. So it's a range of different things. We try to accommodate, try to have something for everybody. Even in the book fair, we have a range of different titles, over 5,000 different titles of books for people to choose from. So if it's something that you are looking for, something that you think you might need, we really encourage you to come.
Okay. All right, and you said we can find the list of the activities on Instagram at Logos Hope. .Basseterre and Facebook the same thing, right?
Yes.
All right. So, gentlemen, I'll bring it back over to you before I come back to the ladies to invite the public out.
Morning. I was caught up with the ladies. Thank you, ladies. I look forward to joining you on the Logos. So today, of course, let's get everything TDC. So tomorrow, we're having our massive tent sale. It's up to 75% off under the tent. Everything under the tent. Housewares, household, lawn and garden, plumbing, electrical, paints, furniture.
Dominic.
Everything you could think of, right? Except Dominic. Everything you can think of.
I just tried to sell you.
Unfortunately. And the thing is, we're doing it differently. Normally the stores open at 9. I said stores. Yes, the sale is in Nevis as well. So for those persons who are listening on Nevis and thinking that I forgot, we haven't forgotten you. Stores normally open at 9 and close at 1. We're giving you an extended hour to shop from 8. So you shop from 8 until 1. So, we open at 9, but hey, the tent sale will be up and running from 8. So for those persons who are looking for the early bird gets the early worm, yes, you can. There's opportunities as well for you to negotiate your prices. Not necessarily name your price, but you could negotiate. If you want to name your price, that's up to you. You could do that as well, and we are open to that as well. The other thing that we're doing tomorrow, we are wrapping up our breast cancer awareness screening. We have the doctors in-house on St. Kitts and Nevis. We've created a pink room, and tomorrow, let me just remind you, I don't think I said the word, but it's Solidarity Saturday. So we've dubbed it Solidarity Saturday. So tomorrow is our last Solidarity Saturday for those persons who want to get screened. Yes, men screened. Men and women who want to get screened, you can do so from 10 a.m. until 12. And doctors in the house, we're also taking the opportunity, because it's a private and confidential room that we've done, the pink room, we're also taking the opportunity to do referrals if necessary. If you need additional assistance, we're doing it. If you need counseling, we're doing it in that room as well. And this, of course, is part of our annual contribution in support of breast cancer and breast cancer awareness. So at our home and building depots, it's happening tomorrow. 2 things are happening tomorrow. Wow, that's a lot happening tomorrow. Sale, health screening, yeah, those are happening tomorrow. I'd just like to say that we're very grateful for the persons who've come forward and screened, including our staff. It's very personal for us at TDC, and in particular the home and building depots, and I'd like to thank those persons who've been screened before. And, you know, early detection does save lives. Yeah, it's key for us, not just the women, but also the men. We want to make sure that we cover everyone, make sure that that's part of our corporate social responsibility and community outreach initiative. So the sale tomorrow, the bumper screening tomorrow, the place to shop, the place to go is Home and Building Depot. One other thing before I wrap up. Over the last couple of weeks, I think I reminded our listeners the last time I was here, we're doing some renovations in the store. If you've been to the store recently, you will see some changes. And some changes will be coming to the physical structure as well. I think it's maybe since 8, 9, 10 weeks. We've been doing
the front.
Yes, the front in St. Kitts is shaping up to be something else. The inside is also shaping up to be something else. If you walk through the aisles, some of our products have been moved. We've been working with a merchandising team from Do It Best in the US, and they're helping us to configure the store to best meet the customer's needs. We're all about a customer experience. We've been doing some in-house training as well, so our customers and clients could now look forward to seeing something totally different. The experience, the physical plant, the shelves, the merchandising, we're doing something different. And come the 1st of November, we're hoping that by the 1st of November, our new arrivals, not hoping, it will happen, our new arrivals will be hitting the shelves. So going out of October and into November, some massive changes are happening, whether it's the new arrivals, whether it's the physical structure, whether it's the shelving, whether it's the merchandising, whether it's the customer experience. Our customers and clients can look forward to something totally different. I won't say new, totally different.
So why you can't say new?
New overused. We want something different, yeah. People want something different. Oh, I see something new. But if you say, I see something different, it gives you a different feeling, you know.
Look at you. Yeah. Showing your marketing prowess around.
No. I just, the thing is, for persons who are listening, I want them to feel the difference. And then for those persons who actually come into this store, they can experience the difference. That's what we're trying to do.
Listen, I tell you, they need to pay you to coin all these phrases that you have on Fridays, you know.
Somebody wants to buy a book.
Not yet.
Advanced purchase.
Not yet. So, as Dominic mentioned, the doors will be open in both St. Kitts and Nevis from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. and it's up to 75% off.
Can't miss a deal like that.
Dominic's not for sale, like I try to sell
Unfortunately. But the products are, and it's for those persons who are wondering if it's too early to shop for Christmas, decorations will be on the tent as well.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So for those of you that are ready to decorate,
shop tomorrow.
Yeah, shop tomorrow because I'm sure soon Guy Fawkes is gone. You'll see those decorations.
Yeah. The new arrivals.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff. So, ladies, Laura and Alex, I'll invite you back to let the public know when the ship docks and to invite them out in their numbers to come and support not only the ship, but the shows.
I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
So just a reminder that the ship is going to be open from the 30th of October until the 4th of November. From Thursday to Saturday, it's open from 10 a.m. until 9 p.m. And then on Sunday and Monday, it's going to be open from 1 p.m. until 9 p.m. And I forgot Tuesday. Tuesday is also going to be open from 10 a.m.
Okay.
Sorry, you had a question?
No, I was just saying, okay.
So entry is going to be 5 EC for children 12 and under, adults 65 and older. Admission is free. And we really just encourage everybody to come out, to support, to bring a friend along, to share with a friend that the Locust Hope is returning to St. Kitts. And we really encourage you to come to the events as well, and we hope to see you there.
Okay. Do you know if you'll be docked at the cruise pier or at the general?
I will be at the cruise pier at Port Santi.
Okay, good stuff. So closer
Yeah.
access for all of us. Laura, anything to add before we close out?
Yes, actually, we really ask you for follow our Instagram and Facebook, and yeah, and you see all the details over there as well.
Yeah, right. So, folks, go on out, support the Lucas Hope. And Dominic, anything from you before we wrap it up?
The place to go tomorrow, whether you're doing the free breast screening or you're shopping, it's TDC Home and Building Depot. And of course, I'd like to thank my colleagues for prompting me. Follow us on social media, or it's Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or WhatsApp channel. We have 2 WhatsApp channels, one for our automotive, one for our home and building depot. Feel free to follow us there for more updates on how you too can enjoy the TDC experience.
All right. It was indeed a pleasure having you all.
Thank
and
you
I look
kindly.
forward to seeing you ladies on the Hope. And yeah, I always see this guy right here. We do this every Friday. So thank you for coming in, kind sir. Okay?
Thank you kindly.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Found the sound 98.9 FM.
Come, build with us at Hostels Building and Nevis Centers. We don't just sell materials, we help you build your dreams. Whether it's a new home, a renovation, or a DIY project, we're here to make it happen. That's why we say, build with us. From foundation to finish, come to our stores where we have the best in building materials, hardware, tools, paints, expert advice, and more. Whatever you need, you can count on us. So if you're ready to get started, build with us. With Hostels Building and Nevis Centers, you're not just building a structure, you're building a future. Let us help you create something amazing. Dream with us, plan with us, grow with us, build with us. Come build with us at Hostels Building and Nevis Centers today. Build with us at Hostels.
Mommy, are you renting to Santa too?
You have Santa. I have CIBC Caribbean.
CIBC has sweetened the season, so you can bring your holiday dreams to life and wrap a new home or land with incredible cashback deals. Plus, your approved loan gives you a chance to win up to US $5,000. Apply now at www.cibccaribbean.com/sweeten the season. Terms and conditions apply.
Don't throw those bottles away. Turn them into money today. Vitamalt bottles equal cash in your pocket. It's super easy. Just take those empty Vitamalt bottles to any Cara Brewery distribution truck or any drinks depot in St. Kitts and Nevis. We're keeping our beautiful Twin Island paradise clean. Vitamalt bottles equal cash back. Keep it clean, keep it green. Vitamalt bottle returns. Your bottles, your cash, your island.
And we're back on Island Tea, and you know when it's Friday, it's always a riot when Dominic comes to the studio, and this week he had guests. So I'm looking forward to the Lucas Hope. You never know what I'm going to go on there and find in terms of books. I'm into language, so hopefully they have some nice language books on there for me.
Yeah, well, me,
You going?
I kind of stopped buying books. I love books, but since we have gone into this age where you can download a whole book,
Oh boy.
I don't buy books anymore. I have a lot of books, and I don't know what use they're going to be, because a lot of people are just reading on their Kindles and on their phones and so forth. So I don't know. I know recently I gave 2 of my granddaughters some books, some story books and that kind of stuff, and they were elated. They were happy. You know what I'm saying? So,
Nice.
yeah, I don't
Because you
know.
don't see kids with books anymore. Even the children are reading off the tablets. Now, a Kindle, I find Kindle is becoming more obsolete. I see Kindles more with the British crowd than I see it with the Canadian crowd and the American crowd.
Well, why I kind of prefer a Kindle, even though I don't have one presently, is because when you have a Kindle, it's almost like having a book. It's on your eyes. It doesn't. When you have your phone, the glare or whatever kind of affects your eye. But on a Kindle, it's almost like you're turning the pages of a paper. Paper. And when you in the nighttime when you're reading, you don't have problems with your eyes. And I don't know. I prefer a Kindle.
But I think it's adjustable as well. But yeah, to each his own. I never owned the Kindle. I prefer the actual book, although reading puts me to sleep. I know once I pick up a book, I'm in trouble. I remember when I worked for Liat and I had to read my manual. I used to have to do all kind of things. Go and sit on the rail outside so I know if I feel away, I'm going to fall off. I had to do plenty of things because then I want to sleep. So, yeah. But I miss the good old days of books. And I noticed we have an infomercial with young Adia speaking about the screen time and all that because I find it, I know the parents use it as a means to keep the kids out of trouble and whatever, but too much screen times. We were outside getting our knees grooved up, playing in the mud, doing something. The children aren't outside as much as they should be. You might see them on the weekends at the park when their parents have time, but they have yards. They can go outside and play. We can limit what they do.
For the life of me, I can't understand why parents, it seems as if just a natural thing that everybody keeps their children in the house. You remember when you used to pass?
Keep them in the house. You know, the tablet keeps them in the house.
Well, but if I were a parent, in this, I would send them out the house. I would take away their tablets and say, go outside and play.
Well, sometimes the parents want to know that they're good or they're safe. So maybe you're right. Maybe
I'm
it's
speaking
a
about
tactic.
in your yard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm speaking
in the
about you
yard,
have a yard. The yard is fenced up. So what?
Yeah, I don't understand the logic. As you rightfully say, we outside in the yard, the elder pass. Good afternoon, mister. You know,
you're going to trouble him and so forth. I don't know. It amazes me because you see all these, and we have reached a certain level where now almost everyone has a nice enough home, little piece of land, little piece of yard. But you pass all those beautiful homes and you don't see one child outside playing.
Outside. And you know a child in there, especially if you know a child in there. Because sometimes you see the toys just around the yard and they ain't even bother with them.
But here's even what is more creepy. You don't even hear the children.
God, they're in the thing, Quinn. They're like this.
It's like...
They're in this thing. These things have become so addictive. I remember hearing people talk about us walking around with a television in our hands. And you know, you're young, you're thinking, how that's possible? Not knowing these things come in and this is what is going to happen to you. Because sometimes people walking on the road, they're not paying attention. They're texting, they're driving, they're texting. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So
I still feel the parents, though. I still feel that parents should now and again say, look, put your tablets on the table there, go outside and play. Especially if you have more than one child, let them go outside and play. Let them be creative in the different games and so forth and get a little scratch now and again, you know, I mean, come on.
Well, them children polish these days. We have knees to prove that we played outside because we full of digs on our knees. So unless we outgrew them, you know, and they faded or whatever. Yeah. But we, like the other day, I was showing somebody the shoes. Quint, I don't know what y'all call them, but in Ghana we call them watchman. You know, these things that used to adhere to your shoes, your laces, all kind of thing when you walk through grasses?
Yes.
What are they called here in St. Kitts?
I don't remember. The name is kind of in the back of my head, but I can't bring it. Yeah, but yeah, I know there were times when I would get home and my parent would say, you have all those, and they would call the name, stick all over your clothes, but I can't remember the name.
Yeah, and we call them watchmen, I guess, because they stuck on your clothes and they walked all the way, so they watchman in you, as we call it. But I said, wow, when is the last time you see a student come home with this on their shoes? It's like everything has died away. There's no grass. The kids don't enjoy playing. I think the most the children play is when they're in school because they don't have their tablets, so they had to run around with their friends. Yeah. But you don't even see, in school, you don't even see these kind of bushes. I don't see children with watchman or anything on their clothes. I have nieces and nephews that go to school.
And that brings up another thing too. Another thing I realize, even when some of these families have enough space that they have a few food trees, they let the fruits grow, bear, drop, die.
Spoil.
Nobody eats them. You crazy? That was our hobby.
We sneaking in people, you have to pick up the plum. Listen.
You're in somebody's mango tree, the dog, they may have a dog, someone someone is going to go to the front and make sure the dog is there barking,
exactly.
and you're back in there
Throwing down
picking
to
the cheese.
bus over. So, listen, we had fun. I don't even think, and not that I want people's kids to climb trees, but I don't even think these children know how to climb trees. I wish I had a mango tree to teach my niece and nephew how to climb it, because I was versed in climbing trees.
Okay,
and all.
you're a bit of a tomboy.
I wouldn't say that. I'm just good at climbing trees. But I don't think, imagine climbing a tree, being at the top and just looking out, thinking how tall you are, and you could see all these things. I could have, when we lived in Greenlands, I could have seen down the bayfront because of how high up in the mango tree. And that was cool. I don't even think children would think that.
It amazes me, the mindset that we seem to have now. It seems as if the culture now is, if you have fruit trees in your yard, you're too high and mighty and stuck up to go and pick them or be seen picking them to eat. That is how it seems to me, right? Once ago, you used to see, especially when the guava season is in, you would see a grandmother picking the guavas because somebody's going to be making guava cheese or some kind of,
It's a lot of work, though. So maybe now people don't have time to do that.
Well, people don't have time to do the things that really count and that really matter. Those are the kind of things that children, when they go older, they remember. They think back and they say to the children, I remember when I used to be, and my granny out there picking guavas, and I come and I'm picking her, and she says, leave, and she knock you on your hand, but a big grin is on her face, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, I remember them days for real. It was a good feeling. Even going to school, Quint, and let's say the person have a fence yard, but the tree's hanging over. You're short, but you're still jumping up to try to grab the fruit or whatever was hanging over because you were eating that all the way home. We didn't even wash stuff long time, and we were good.
Sure. I remember you just get it, polish it off on your clothes. And bite into it. Yeah, man. Those. I guess that is why when you look back, a lot of us were slim and trim.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't really big and have big bellies and that kind of stuff.
But we weren't getting as much snacks too as the children are getting now. Because we would get snacks on rare occasions. We were outside running about like we had no sense. But we have sense. But we were just having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and...
Well, even if we were getting snacks, because we just raided every fruit tree we could find.
Exactly,
and even, but we were burning it off.
Yeah,
we were
that's
burning
what I'm saying. Running up and down,
hoop, period,
skipping,
hide and seek, those games, hopscotch and
and
the farmer in the dell and all those
dog
kind
and
of.
bone.
You understand?
We were always communing. I live on Greenlands and we used to commune on the pasture. And as people say, I would be in high school and I'll be running up and down. My best friend would say, but then I couldn't believe you were in third form and you still running up and down like a little child, But we were doing things.
Yeah.
We were doing things.
I wonder if Dominic had any of those days,
Look at this.
Dominic don't run.
Dropped this thing, I don't even see it, I don't even see it.
Oh,
Dominic, come and get your stuff, please.
Dominic is a millionaire,
I didn't
keeps
even
it
see
discreet,
there.
right? But you notice he didn't even miss it, right?
Look how fat it is.
Yes,
too.
look how fat it is.
Dominic, come and get your wallet, please. Come and get it, sir. We're talking about all the time. I did not see it there. Oh gosh. Yeah. See, it's too big for his pocket, I know.
Yeah, let's take a bit of a commercial break and we'll be right back.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is Win FM.
Rams the good food people always there to serve you. Rams the good food people, locations right near you. Rams the good food people, in-store specials for you. Rams the good food people. Rams. When you need better service, Rams is always
your Horsford's Value Mart IGA specials, running October 16th through the 29th. Now, our Value Club Blue Tag specials. Blue Ribbon Ice Cream, just $32.99. Morning Star Meatless Entrees, $20.99. Planet Oat Milk, $11.99. Chobani Greek Yogurt, just $5.69. Banquet Chicken Tenders and Nuggets, $24.99. Essential Everyday Dry Roasted Peanuts, $12.99. And now, our very low weekly value deals. Essential Everyday Pastas are just $4.99. Imperial Margarine, $8.99. All Orchard Apple Juice Cocktails and 100% apple juices, $9.99. VO5 Shampoo and Conditioner, $5.99. Gain Dish Detergent, $8.49. Arm & Hammer Deodorant, just $8.99. Shop Smart, Shop Value Mart. Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en Value Mart.
Get ready, St. Kitts and Nevis. The TDC Home and Building Depot tent sale is back. This Saturday, October 25th, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Grab up to 75% off selected items, from building materials to household goods, appliances, and so much more. You'll find deals you just can't resist. But hurry, it's one day only. Don't miss this massive tent sale happening at TDC Home and Building Depot in St. Kitts and Nevis. TDC. Together we succeed.
You can win more with the Mega Ball. Pick 3 and pick 4, you could get it all.
Yes, playing Pick 3 and Pick 4 with the Caribbean Lottery just got more rewarding. For just an extra $1, increase your winnings by $1,000 with Pick 3 and $10,000 with Pick 4 when you play the Mega Ball.
You ready to win a little extra? You ready to win a little extra? You ready to win a little extra? Then get on the ball.
Play Pick 3 and Pick 4 with Mega Ball at Caribbean Lottery agents island-wide. Must be 21 and over to play.
Quint, I must say Dominic must be a smart one because, or he's accustomed to that wallet falling out of his pocket. All he have is cards.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing in there, and I literally did not see that.
That is
there,
why
you
he
know?
wasn't concerned.
He sent me a message, but I didn't see the message because we were busy chatting. So I guess that's why he wasn't fussy because, you know, he can make an instant call and say, cut my cards. But everything in there is cards. Everything in there was cards, so Dominic is a smart one. He won't be losing
Well,
anything.
we always know Dominic is a smart one.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he speaks, we know he's smart.
Yeah, so...
I want to believe he's kind of scampish, too.
He's gonna hear you. He's gonna hear you. Oh, Dominic will get you. Oh, boy. But, yeah. So I'm happy he got his wallet back. But you know, anything that's dropping here, you're gonna get it back. But I sat there and... It didn't faze me. I guess I didn't look over in the corner there to see that it fell out of his pocket. So, Dominic, you need bigger pockets, sir. As we continue along, we're slowly winding up.
I'm going to play a clip, right?
Go
it's
ahead.
a bit of humor. It says, listen keenly to what I say. So I want you to listen keenly, okay?
Repeat after me.
Okay.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3,
What comes after 4?
5.
No.
No.
Yeah, no. I said repeat after me.
I did. Okay, do it again. Do it again.
Listen. You are gonna repeat after me.
Yes.
Do you understand what that means?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means to repeat after you,
You're
drill
gonna
sergeant.
say everything I say.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Let's go.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3,
What comes after 4?
5.
You're not repeating after me.
Yes, I am. I'm saying
So
everything
you're saying
saying.
everything I'm saying.
Yes.
What comes after
Yes.
4?
5.
Repeat after me. What comes after 4?
5.
1,
2,
4.
5. What? I don't understand.
You're repeating after me.
And I am. I'm doing it.
You got it, right?
English is funny
Yeah,
because he wants her to say what comes after 4.
Yeah.
but she's saying 5.
He says,
but I could understand.
He says, you're going to repeat
After me.
So, again, I'm going to play it.
But she shows that she understands what he's saying when he says repeat after me.
No, she shows she doesn't understand.
But she showed she understand, but she didn't understand.
Yeah.
You understand, right?
So I'm wondering if you understand.
Yes, because if he says what comes after 4, I'm supposed to say what comes after
That's it,
4.
that's it.
But she looked like she understood that, but then she still goes and say 5. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
No, I got it.
Because this shows where people tend to hear, but they don't really listen and understand.
You're
So
correct.
Play it again.
Repeat after me.
Repeat after me.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
What comes after 4?
What comes
5.
after 4? That is what she
No.
should have said.
Yes,
No.
When
but
he
that was
says-
the trick. That was the trick because she was repeating everything she just messed up and didn't understand. Say what he's saying.
But then she doesn't understand then.
So then why did she say 1, 2, 3, 4? And when he says what comes after 4, he tricked her into saying 5 in a sense.
But he shouldn't have tricked her because
That's
when
the
he
whole
says
point.
when he says what's come after 4, she should have said what comes after 4.
Exactly.
That is how you repeat what someone says.
Yeah, so she went off. But English
But
is funny,
she was
yeah?
thinking when he says what's come after 4, she thinking what comes after 4 is
It's
5.
five, yeah.
But that wasn't what she was directed to do.
No,
she was
she was supposed
directed
to
to
say what
repeat
comes after
what I
4.
say. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think she got it, but she didn't get it.
She didn't get it.
She got it, Quinn. She said 1, 2,
No.
3, and then when he said what comes after 4, her mind changed. Instead of saying what comes
So
after
she
4,
didn't- so she
said
didn't
5.
get it.
She got it, but she slipped.
Boy, women are something else, boy.
Yes, because English is funny.
Listening audience, you see how
Eng-
Hortensia
no.
is. Hortensia.
I have to defend the
I
lady.
must admit that you got it because you said what, but she didn't get it. That is the point. She didn't get it.
And I understand because being a woman sometimes I get tied up too. So I understand where she's coming from. But because of
But
her
nothing.
logical yes,
But
but
nothing.
something.
But
Because of
nothing.
her logical thinking, she goes and tries to do
Of
the
your
smart
logical
thing.
thinking?
Yes. She
Your
tries to do
logical
the smart thing and proves
No.
that she understands 5 comes after 4.
No,
when she
but
should have
your logical thinking should have stayed on what he started with. You're going
Yeah.
to repeat
after me. Yeah, but she
That is
slipped
the
up.
key point.
She slipped
yes.
up.
Okay. So she didn't get it.
She got it, Queen,
Why,
but to a
women are
certain
something
point. To a certain point.
Fellas are listening out there, you see where women just are so stubborn sometimes.
No.
Hortensia
No.
insists that she got it, even though Hortensia knows she didn't get it.
Y'all, for the women out there, help me out. I know you can't get it on the call, but she got it, right? But then
She
to
did
prove,
not
but then
get
to
it.
show him that, okay, I have smarts in my brain. 5 comes after 4, right? When she should have just said what comes after 4. But yeah.
Look, for the final time, I'm going to play to prove that she did not get it.
She didn't get that part.
Come on, now, what is happening here?
But
Repeat after me.
Okay.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3,
What comes after 4?
5.
No.
No.
Yeah, no. I said repeat after me.
I did. Okay, do it
listen,
again. Do it again.
Listen. You are gonna repeat after me.
Yes.
Do you understand what that means?
Do you understand
What
what
does that
that
mean?
It needs to repeat after you.
You're
Yes.
gonna
That's
say
what she said.
everything I said.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Let's go.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3,
What comes after 4?
5.
You're not repeating after me.
Yes, I am. I'm saying
So
everything
you're saying
saying.
everything I'm
Yes.
saying. What comes
Yes.
after 4?
5.
And she
Repeat after me.
insists
What
that-
comes after
But
4?
do you see how hard we are?
1.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
4.
5.
And she insists that she's repeating everything that
You know,
he's saying.
and she should not have told him, yeah, she was going to repeat everything he said because she obviously didn't. She just went to say, okay, I know what comes after 4.
Yeah.
Which is, girl, he ain't asking that. He's just telling you to say what comes after 4. Yeah.
Yeah. So
But you're not going to be going to argue. We pointed it better.
that is why sometimes we as men, we after a certain point, especially if we really love you, we just shut our mouths and smile
And just let it go.
And sometimes we even walk away, and then
Yeah.
hear you. What, you're walking away from me? You're walking away.
You're not going to finish it?
You're not
going to finish it? Yeah. But
I
yeah.
tell you.
We have to listen, as you rightfully say, not to respond, but to understand. And then if a response is required, we do so.
Yes.
Yeah, because we're wired differently, we hear differently, but we have to listen to understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it has been a good day.
Certainly has.
And
Certainly has.
I like the fact that you started the day in a mischievous mode.
You want me to end it in a mischievous spot?
It's up to you. You want to end it in a mischievous mode?
Oh,
Go
boy.
right ahead.
You see, you want when I walk down the street today, somebody pull me over and say, "You see you? You're troublesome." The people gonna say, "Cotton, see you, and you look like you don't mean these things, you know, but you're troublesome." But I just saw it come up, and I just thought, you know what? It's worth it. Let me see now.
Listen, the opposition was...
Wait, 1 second.
5 things you will never hear Caribbean politicians say. Listen, the opposition was right. I have no problem with taking a pay cut. Keep your money. My government does not take bribes. What do you mean government workers not get paid? Just make sure I get paid, okay? To the people of this nation, I was wrong. 5 things you will never...
Yeah. Well, I'm sure if by the time you walk out Win FM's door, Dr. Jew will be there waiting for you.
Police in office. But I don't think he's on island though. He's not on island.
Oh well,
I'll count my blessings.
My sources said he took a quick trip back just
for me,
just for you. So he'll be there, and when you open the door, he's going to say, "Oh, my dear Hortensia, so what do you have to say to me in person?"
Not a thing, teacher, not a thing. I'll just take him back to school. So remember, I was your student. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, you were his student? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that means he knows that you're a mischievous person then.
No, and see, that's the thing. I'll just tell him it was Friday. You know, we were having a good time, Okay, but yeah.
Well, that's the difference between you and me. Any teacher who taught me, I'm sure when they listen to me on the radio and someone says, "Listen to that man," the teacher will turn to them and smugly say, "Yeah, he was always like that, you know, a troublemaker." You understand? So, yeah, that's the way it is.
But it was oh, well, Quint, I have some more here, you know, because I see we have a couple minutes. Let me see if you could get these ones too. Hold up, I had them here. They had one with throwing out the baby with the bath water. You got that one?
Go ahead.
We have a next program for 10?
But we have 3 minutes.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're not cutting into anybody's time. I'm coming. I'm trying to find the other ones. Throwing out the baby with the bath water. That was one. You got the meaning for that one?
Yeah.
Okay. People who live in a glass house should not throw stones. How about that one?
Yeah. Peter Tosh has a song that says, "If you live in a glass house, don't throw stones."
Boy, because when the stone go back on yours, mash up. Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Not really, because to get healthy, I have to work out.
Really. Yeah.
To get wealthy, I have to spend wise.
There's a kind of a meaning in it that is true, but it is not necessarily profound. Like it isn't just pure facts across the board, you know. So.
And this one, Quint, any job worth doing is worth doing well.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I remember Martin Luther King, a speech where he said, "Look, if you're a street sweeper, take pride in your job because no one else can do it like you do it. And if you don't sweep the street, it looks dirty and it is not good for our health. So take pride in your job."
Point. I go into establishments and I'm so disheartened because I'm wondering, we're a service-oriented country. We don't have any manufacturing industries per se like that. We don't have sugar and all of that. Why are we not into what we're doing, and why are we not doing it well? I don't understand. I go into one establishment in town, I go into the other in Frigate Bay, and the
Customer service
is so different.
Yeah.
So different.
Well, we've come to the end of another stint, and we're going to bid you adieu.
Yeah.
You take care.
Hi, this is Adia, your reigning junior Calypso monarch for the primary school section. I think by now, we all know that screen time is a hot topic all over the world. But don't worry, I'm here to help by giving you tips on what you can do instead of being on a screen all